So Brian and I had both moved to DC, and we met very soon after we had both moved here. I think you had lived here for about 2 weeks or so, and I had been here for just over a month when we met, and I had made the decision that I wanted to come back to the church and that I wanted to start going through adult confirmation. And then I met Brian, and about 2.5 years later, we got engaged, and we were planning our wedding and deciding where we wanted to be. We're both from the West Coast, so I think we had known we were going to get married there. And our priest here in DC had told us about Our Lady of Bethesda Retreat Center, and interestingly, I had reached out to the person who was preparing us at the church that we were getting married at, and he actually was very familiar with the center and had known some of the staff here and just didn't have enough good things to say about it. Everything was just fantastic that he was saying about the retreat center. So that was how we ended up here. And going into the weekend, do you want to talk about what your expectations were?
I thought it was just kind of going to be a kind of a quick marriage prep. You get it done with, and we were really surprised and joyfully surprised in how kind of in-depth and how much it provoked thought in us, and now we're involved in volunteering and things like that here.
And I think one of the great things about our experience personally was just hearing from a lot of the couples. I think, everybody is so excited when you're engaged and you're just looking at this next adventure that's in front of you. And to really hear from couples who just have so much experience and such a wealth of knowledge. And I think that you have this idea that every marriage, everybody, it's just perfect. And it was in a very nice way refreshing to see that even couples that are newly married and haven't been married for decades still struggle with some things, and to give us those practical tools. It's okay that we're going to have to trudge through some talks sometimes. It's okay to have to work especially hard on some days to be compassionate with each other. And the marriage prep weekend and our continued interactions with the retreat center just continue to give us those tools, because marriage is such a work in progress every single day, and having those tools and having that foundation has just made all the difference for us.
I think the Our Lady of Bethesda Center and the Legionnaires in general kind of stress that marriage, and the church in general stress that marriage is a vocation, and the program stresses that it's your call from God to love your spouse and get them to heaven, which I'm a cradle Catholic, and I actually never heard that phrase before, that it's my job to get my wife to heaven, and I think that's been stressed here. And every day I wake up with that kind of in the back of my head, that I need to grow in love and be a better spouse so I can make her a better person, and vice versa. Well, I think after we became involved, Allison really thought we found a nice community, and I agreed here and thought, Jane is great. Jane is so welcoming, and everyone, all the speakers are so welcoming. We wanted to be involved in it somehow, and kind of now we volunteer both with the Newlyweds program, and then we also help. I'm the bartender with the some weekends with the marriage retreats, which is a great part of the program. That welcoming that you first get when you get there, you meet a friendly face of people who've already been through the program and kind of can tell you how good the program is.